This is the 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E, Ford's latest in its new lineup of electric vehicles. Now this one does have the Mustang badging on it, so let's dive into it and see what this new powerhouse has to offer. Looking underneath the hood, we won't find a traditional engine. We do have an emergency escape latch and a little bit of storage space. Up overhead, as you can see, we also do have that pony logo underneath the hood, and then the only action item we need to worry about is just the windshield wiper fluid underneath the hood. But very beautiful look inside of this thing. Taking a look, this one does have the extended range 88 kilowatt hour battery. All-wheel drive means we're getting 346 horsepower and 428 foot-pounds of torque with a range of about 432 kilometers. Taking a look in the back, as you can see, there is a lot of storage space available inside of this vehicle, which is very nice because we can fit things like golf clubs and strollers inside of the back, which is something we wouldn't traditionally see inside of a Mustang. As you can see, with that second row folded down, we have even more space. Now it is a 60-40 split, which means we can fold the seats down independently as well. Looking in the back, as you can see there, we have not a lot of stuff along the left-hand side, but as we flip to the right, we do have a traditional cigarette lighter adapter in the back. Up overhead, there is a cargo shade as well as a few different buttons. So there is a foot-activated liftgate, but we can open and close the liftgate by pressing any of these buttons. We've got a handle as well as some LED lights. On top of that, the vehicle does have a privacy shade, which means that we can make sure that all of our items in the back of the vehicle are hidden, and if we need to, we can easily pop that off or clip it back into place. Looking in the back of the vehicle, it is a beautiful look up overhead with that incredible glass roof to it. Inside of the back seat, we do have the Bang & Olufsen sound system with a nice amount of room and a nice amount of space for people of various heights. As you can see, we've got a pocket, and along the left-hand side there, we do have our window control and the handle to get out of the back seat. And hopping inside, it is a beautiful look. Let's hop in and see. Along our driver's door, we've got power folding side view mirrors, and then some basic window adjusting buttons, along with the ability to adjust our side view mirrors. And then from there, we also do have our latch in order to be able to open up that door. Along the top, as you can see, we've got our unlock and our lock buttons, as well as 3 individual seat profiles. We do have our max windshield defroster as well as a selector switch to figure out what's going on with our running lamps. From there, this is the new Sync 4 system, but this is a 15-inch plus size screen, and it is an absolute beauty with a lot of different features and benefits when it comes down to a technology perspective. The vehicle itself is equipped with a full 360-degree camera, giving us the capability to zoom in on certain areas, which is very useful if we're getting in or out of tighter spaces. We've got the ability to select a front 180-degree view, a front partial view, and then we also do have our backup sensing system, which we can turn off if we'd like to. The vehicle also is equipped with park assist, which means that the vehicle can literally park itself. It'll literally take over switching gears as necessary, and then from there it'll also take over the steering wheel. Technology-wise, the vehicle does support Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, as well as a number of other types of maps. So you can use things like Google Maps, you can use Apple Maps, or you can use the Waze app directly through this middle console screen. From there, we do have the ability to easily condition the cabin, and we can set that up for different times of the day, and then you can switch it out week to week as necessary. The vehicle, from a safety perspective, does have a blind spot indicator, letting us know if anybody's entered the blind spot on either side of the vehicle. From there also is a seat minder, letting us know that we should check the back seats to make sure that there is nobody in the back. There is also a new virtual assistant which can help us out with either navigating, making phone calls, or changing the radio station. From there, we do have a series of different style cabin lightings. Maybe your favorite color is orange or blue. Red, you've got the capability to select different colors in order to really get something that matches your personality. If you don't want to use your maps from your phone, it does have an integrated built-in navigation, so you've got the capabilities to use that very easily. We do have very easy controls for our cabin temperature. So very sharp look to it. We can have the cabin temperature or the cabin fans go to our windshield of the face or to our feet, and it's set up very differently from what we would see in traditional Ford vehicles. And along the right hand side there, as you can see, we can easily adjust the temperature. Now there is one for the passenger side versus the driver's side, and we can easily switch just depending on which one we'd like. The vehicle itself is also equipped with dual zone climate control. As we start to move down, the vehicle has a wireless charging pad, some cup holders, we've got our park assist button, as well as our hazard lights, and then our electronic parking brake. Off to the left-hand side, we do have a rotary dial to switch between our park, reverse, neutral drive, or our low gear. And moving down, we do have a little armrest, and as we start to take a look there is a little bit of a cabin light. We can just kind of make it out because of the time of day, and we've got a slidable tray, which is going to reveal an additional cigarette lighter adapter, and then a little bit of extra storage space. From there, we do have a beautiful steering wheel and a lot of button setup capabilities. So starting off on the left-hand side, the vehicle itself is equipped with adaptive cruise control, which is essentially a set-and-forget-it cruise. You set it at 60 miles an hour on the highway. If the vehicle in front of you slows down, yours will automatically brake. From there, we've got a distance indicator letting us know how close or far we are away from the vehicle in front of us, and there also is a lane centering system which can help keep us in our lane. Looking along the right-hand side of the steering wheel, we have a number of other buttons. Starting off on the far right-hand side, these are going to be the ability to change between radio stations or active songs. In the middle, it's going to give us the ability to either increase or decrease the volume, and then the middle button is our OK button, which will get rid of any on-screen messages. Along the bottom left-hand side, this button is going to be to either answer or hang up on a phone call, with the last one bringing up our voice command prompts. Looking up overhead, we do have this beautiful, beautiful roof. Now, one thing to note, as beautiful as this thing is, we do not have the capabilities to open it up. So it's not a sunroof in the traditional sense, so we cannot create ventilation, but it does give this thing a very, very nice look. And then as we start to move forward, last one to point out is our handle.